Yo, chat, it's been a minute. Honestly, I miss this shit, bro. I miss this, bro. I miss to just be sat here and just go through the charts and plan my weeks every week, and it's crazy. It's crazy.
Good to be back,
Good to
bro.
be back. We actually been
Finally.
gone, bro.
Innit? It's crazy.
It was not nice though. Trust me, man. It wasn't. This was the vibe I was missing in my life.
Trust me.
But we're gonna get back on it, man. You guys get ready. There is more to come though. The trading wise, teaching wise, everything is just gonna be alright. Vibes cartel is out here. Oops, chat. I need to send this to Lamin. I got hella shit going on here, nigga. I don't reply to no one, bro.
Call it.
Anga chan 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 chan. Ina chinchi chinchi. Ina keka. But bro, my fucking eyes are moving weird, bro. My eyes moving weird.
Been sleeping too much.
Guys, I overslept. But let me just put a little quick line on here. But people take entry here. We took entry here. We know the same. We know that, bro. That's the video I was on last night. I'm gonna do video. Okay, maybe okay.
Oh, it's hard, though. It's crazy.
Chat, that is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is gonna do Bitcoining, bro. This shit is gonna be Bitcoining, bro.
Cuma kita nak kamu makin ngerasingin juga ada yang at this point, bro.
I said I'll help you. We're back here. Bitcoin was basically from the video I did the last time. Market get run from here to here, but you see, in one day, you see the crash that happened in the crypto because
That's crazy.
Trump put 100% tariff on China and shit. But this dump is just a pullback though, because honestly, like I feel like this needed to happen anyway. Because if you look at the structure, you can either use this or can choose to this, and then obviously price is literally here. It did close back above it, but you can just use this as one structure. So as long as we are above this structure here, which is something like this, we could go again and take out this high here structure wise. That is the only reason, and I'm buying the dips from Bitcoin like there's no tomorrow, bro. So when this candle closes like this, obviously now I can have it since we have that 1 to 3 formation, but obviously I'm not gonna count this week because this is just clearly liquidation. So I'm gonna expect price to start to trade from this price from now on. So whenever new candles open, obviously I'm gonna be paying attention because we might have pullback. But this entry here, bro, we retesting the EMA price coming back to 110k psychological number, and it's the last 3 months of the year remaining. Obviously, like Bitcoin structure wise is super bullish on the weekly time frame. You know what I mean? So this week can close it like this, but next week let's see if you can have the market give us that bullish trend again. Bitcoin is good. That's all I know, bro. Just taking advantage of that. But yeah, man, price is just gonna probably react from here and even have a push into here. And then this is my target. I'm gonna close a lot of the positions out here. And then wait for like some form of pullback. But for me now, it's getting clear that we're going from this counter trend is ending because we're creating new highs and higher lows here. But price giving us new highs, so we are gonna expect a pullback. I don't wanna be in any trade within this pullback, which I could because my entry is here, but obviously I wanna get enter again in the trade when we had a pullback. So yeah, I'm gonna pay attention to here. No more trade. Just waiting to see if this can keep holding price to continue going higher and higher.
Gonna make sense.
But my Bitcoin is looking good. It's time to go gold dig and shit. Let me check Solana quick then. Solana. Okay. If this candle closes bearish and golfing like this, then I'll be closing some of that position too. But let's see, we can trade from here. Worst case scenario, we're just gonna retest here again. But, but, but the higher time frames, this I took this trade on 4 hour time frame actually though for Solana. I took this trade based on these formations here. So I mean this trade based on 4 hour time frame. So we only have like 2 4 hour candle in profit in the direction. So we have 2 hour remaining. This can continue going down. But yeah, this trade was from Solana based on 4 hour structure. Super clean, bro. This is what is gonna be good this week. Gold, we're back. I'm gonna wait for Lamin. Yeah. Assalamu alaikum. Yeah.
Salam, my bro. Finally, we made it happen, man.
Uh,
Finally, finally. I say, finally, we made it happen, man.
bro, we were just talking about that, bro. Like,
Oh God. Well,
how is it,
alhamdulillah, man. Not too bad, you know. Do you know what it is? I'm actually standing because bro, I've been sitting for a very long time today, bro, updating investors and stuff about Q3 and stuff. So I had to stand up, bro.
it's crazy. You're busy, bro. You're a busy guy, man.
Not easy, bro. But how's everyone? How's everyone been, man?
Bro, we've been good, man. Allah, alhamdulillah, just not being active on the lives and things like that. But it was
Exactly, bro.
needed,
We've been lacking for a minute, though, I'll be honest. I kind of missed the live session.
man. No,
Yeah,
actually been lacking. But you see that you see on the thing is there. The last week I did a call was on the 21st September, 26th September. That
exactly.
was
It's been
last
almost
time.
3 weeks now.
Fucking hell, yeah, man. It was bad. It was bad. But you know, now
Wow.
we're back here, man. Probably we're gonna keep the momentum going from now on. Let's just barely locked in, bro. But
We
how's work
definitely,
with you, man?
we definitely have to keep the momentum going, though, I'll be honest. I'm
Nah,
not,
for sure.
especially because obviously what you wanna do is that you wanna build momentum towards next year. Build your momentum from now on, then build it on from onto next year.
Next
Because
year, for
you
sure.
know the old thing that people used to do, new year, new me, this, that, blah, blah, blah. No. You have to start from now, then carry
No,
that on to January. If not, it's just gonna be all same old shit. To be honest, I'll be honest.
nah, for real, man. For real, though. How is trading wise? How's it been for you, man?
Bro, it's been good. I'll be honest.
Mhm.
I've been focused a lot on the commodities, obviously on gold and silver, because
Yeah,
obviously euro, US dollar, then the pound dollar, and the Swiss franc hasn't really been moving an
yeah,
inch.
yeah, no.
Apart from, I think it was last Friday or something like that, and that
Yeah,
was simply due to the fact that there was a Fed shutdown going on in the USA. So the reason that we've seen a lot of volatility coming into gold, and obviously pairs against the dollar has they've not
mhm.
really been moving a lot, to be honest, and obviously we've
Nah,
not seen
for sure.
reflected on the charts, to be honest. But yeah, I'll be honest, I've not been taking a lot of trades. However, the
Mhm.
one or two or three trades that I taken last week, they've really been hitters, I'll be honest. On gold.
Nah, that's good, man. Now, for me, sure, as well, I was just focused more on gold last week. Gold is been crazy these days, but other than that, I feel like I've not been too much on the charts since
Mhm.
we last actually stopped doing videos. I was just probably trading Bitcoin every now and again on MX, but with
Mm,
forex wise, I feel like EURUSD has been really slow and price is done massive pullback, which was needed anyways. But
exactly.
no, nothing missed out. The last videos, oof, I need to organize them, bro, so I can still keep that track. No, I have them on the file. I just need to like put them in order and just post them on
Yeah.
the YouTube so we continue with the structures and everything. But I feel
Yeah,
like
but
this.
And I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it's more than needed to kind of have a break, like I told you previously. Kind of recalibrate yourself and then bring yourself to that position where you're clear headed and then you're able to to take decisions based on facts and then based on conviction rather than over exhausting yourself and then coming into the markets and not being able to perform at your ultimate at your best level, to be honest. But then same as me, like I said, when I do have like proper good quarters and stuff like that, or even good months, I tend to kind of take a bit of break, a week, few days, kind of be off. The markets are all then come with a new kind of whole view within the FX space, to be honest.
Nah, for sure. But surprise for you though, your target is finally being hit on gold, 4,000.
Told you.
I've
Come
been waiting 4,000 for a while, bro.
honest. I'll be honest. And then I think I'm still on gold buy since on longs on gold since, well, I think it was on Thursday or Friday. And then
Yeah.
that's still running. I've managed to kind of bank in 60% of the profits in that. And then I've only got 40% or so running into profits, to be honest. So
Nah, trust me,
yeah,
because the market open on Mondays gold can have some crazy continuation,
exactly.
like yeah, it's good. Overall, we was waiting for that little pullback gold did anyways, because
Yeah.
market came bro, there was nothing to understand until we actually pull back. But
Exactly, and that was heavily due to the fact that there was a shutdown on the USA on the federal side of things where
yeah,
they kind of run out of budget and then they had to lay off a lot of workers within internally. So that was the main reason that obviously we didn't really see a lot of action on Euro USD on pound dollar, and on top of that there was not a lot of obviously catalyst in terms of news and stuff like that to
yeah.
to drive the pairs or anything like that. So it's been very quiet, which has been good. I've not really been active, like I said. I only focused on gold and a bit of silver, and then they've been hitters. I'll be honest. Whoever's buying gold at this moment in time, even if you're the most dumbest person in the room, you'll be able to bank in on profits on gold right.
Profit now for sure, for sure. Gold now, I feel like it's just entry wise, bro. We just need to get the entries and just be patient with the risk behind it and just let it run, bro. Because the market is going crazy, voila.
Without a doubt, bro.
Now for sure. With that, bro, we can jump on it. We can either I don't know which one to start with. RUSD gold is up to you.
It's up to you, my bro. I'm just happy that we're back on the course, my brother.
So what about you? Where you starting from?
We already here.
Go.
Suleiman, how have you been? Honestly.
How have you been?
Bro,
Huh?
I mean, I've been alright, bro. I can't lie.
Mm-hmm.
Life, we just put our trust on God, bro, anytime, bro.
Yeah.
For sure,
Yeah,
for
man.
sure.
I've been
Now,
good.
but I've seen the kid, I've been active on Instagram, posting here and there. I'm like, the kid is a movement right now. But
He said,
alhamdulillah,
I'm moving. He don't talk too much, him.
it's good to see that. It's good to
But
Yeah, man.
good,
Everything
man.
good, man.
Good, good. But we're gonna go jump on gold, bro. I feel like I'm gonna do fresh chart analysis. I ain't done that in a minute, so I just delete
okay.
everything on there. I might just even. I'm just gonna leave the psychological number there for you, for your presence. That is Lavin's number.
Okay. That's my favorite number in terms of interest, man. I'll be honest.
Nah, for sure. Now with gold, bro, like I was saying, bro, like the market is just crazy because like this time here,
Yeah.
that was the time gold wasn't doing too much. And again, we stay in that little consolidation for like about 1 to 3 months, and we just start to have the volume in here. Um, if you remember once when we had this candle closes here, we were like, gold can now just continue shooting up, bro, to the high. And you can see after that, we just having bullish month back to back. And this
Crazy.
month here, bro, we don't know where this is gonna. The move's just tight. Imagine we have a month like this, so this candle can just go all the way into like I don't know, like probably next psychological number
Oh,
4,000.
climbing, I'll be honest. four or
Yeah.
five at least. Because obviously, even if you look at the macro and fundamental side of things, I think Trump tweeted yesterday or day before yesterday in terms of him imposing 100% tariffs on China, and
Yeah.
that was the reason that we've seen the sell off, the massive sell off on BTC USD.
That's what we are just talking about. I have craziest entry on Bitcoin, but let me just show you that this real quick here. Like, can you see this the journal for Bitcoin last night?
Mhm.
So I took these entries on Bitcoin right now there, and you can see the market is already at like 13K or some
Yeah,
shit. But this was that trade. After this, that the tariff dump, the
yeah,
news that happened. This was
crazy.
the this thing. But it's good. Bitcoin, we're back almost. We're somewhere. We hit 15K right now. Price is somewhere around here. So it's been crazy in that market.
Nah, and then I feel like after this whole sell-off has happened, I feel like there's a new rally incoming. So if anyone's able to reposition themselves for this new rally that's coming in, then you're gonna be able to bank in on profits. I'll be honest. I've been looking at Bitcoin as well, and then I think same area that you've got marked. That's the same area that I've got marked on my chart as well. I will go over it after, anyways.
Nah, for sure. Nah, but that's fine. But yeah, we can go to just continue with gold. Gold, like we said, we had September close super bullish, and we're gonna expect the same thing for October, like, because that's how it's looking like as far as we know. We just have one, two, so this can be third month of this bullish flow. So
Mhm.
we're gonna go with that. So what I'm gonna do, I'll just mark my levels like I always do, so I know exactly where I'm at with this month. Why? So we're not taking this month because we wanna know where this month is gonna go. So we need to analyze this previous candle.
Yeah.
So we know if price is back above this previous high here, okay, there is no reason to look for any sell when market is above this level here. So that will tell you, okay, your main goal here is to just focus on buy. So we're gonna take the high of the previous month, just gonna call that entry one, and then close that there. Obviously, we'll take one on the low as well, and then call that school of entry chi. And then I still like I might wanna put something just on the close of this candle here, so I have some clean space there. But on the monthly time frame, that's all I'll do. So because if we were on this chart, let's say if gold was trading below this area,
Mhm.
you can expect, okay, market needs to pull back and get closer to this level as much as it can, because I call them institutional levels, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, these are levels that actually get respected a lot. So if we were just pulling back from here, we are gonna look for any like other blocks within this candle on the lower time frame, let's say from 1 hour, 4 hour, and the daily time frame. But since we are above this level, we are
Yeah.
gonna use the same logic. So we just want to see price above here and then look for like the area that are giving us more push within this candle here for an entry. But let me just we have that on the monthly, so we know this is the monthly high. You see, the candles don't even make sense on the weekly time frame. It's just giving me the direction of this whole flow, overall flow of this market here. But I can't see too much level here to modify any of this here. So
Yeah.
all I know, I'm just saying, okay, weekly we just last week with bullish. This week that just ended with bullish. So another week is coming. Even if we had a little bit pullback, we're going to be bullish. So I can't modify this level. I can't use this to this level here. But what I'll do, just drop in the one at one on the daily time frame. Once now you can see this level that we had on the monthly is giving us some key area now that we can use logical wise. So and this would be somewhere here. This level at this point we can just lock it there. We don't need it because market is nowhere near this for you to be like
That's
stepping.
about it.
So we're gonna focus on this level here. The idea for me right now is that, okay, we was going bullish. Price did have like a little bit 1 day pullback here, and then we go on this pull. So before this buy happen, I can see here we having the reaction on this candle. That's why you're seeing all this candle reacting to this level, and then we have the breakout in this candle here. So we're creating a new high here obviously, like we can still see we're having some key area where gold is currently sat at right now. But the thing we've got right now, when you see 1 day candle, I feel like it's enough based on the market volume that we're having with this floor here. Because if you had to wait for like more candle to pull back, you'll miss out a lot of move. But you just need to pay attention to the candles and see where they're reacting from. So if the levels make sense, then you can use them for like your key area and just go from there. But for me, I feel like gold, since we break this high here, this kind of the exhaustion that we had here, that is why you're seeing the market reacting from here. So you can even ignore this and say, okay, because this the candle that happened before this. So we had the first rejection here.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the daily time frame we having this rejection. On the lower time frame, these areas will make sense, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I just pay attention to all of them like this. But just to get my brain register back to the structure, I'm just gonna have to look in the charts here and understand what's been happening. Because gold, when we was in this structure here, is the same thing that I'm using. Because we were looking for price to take out this high here, and
Mm-hmm.
you can see we already have this. So since we break that high, this is the area that makes sense for me to say, okay, price now actually take out the high. We
Mm-hmm.
have a pullback. Why? Because the candle patterns here, they make much more sense for the us to form a swing low. So we create a higher low, and then obviously this candle here is only one candle. I can't count this as a pullback on the 4 hour sorry, on the daily time frame. So I'm just gonna have to say, okay, this whole move here, oh yes, price reacted here. If I wanna say on the lower time frame, this is a higher low, and then this a higher high, and then this another higher low, then this a new higher high. So we potentially making a new higher low here on
Mm-hmm.
the lower time frame on gold for price to continue going higher.
Yeah.
But the idea for this is for me to understand, okay, the main structure, because obviously these structures are more clear now. So I need to understand what's happening in the market based on what has been happened already. So yeah, I feel like I'm gonna use this as my structure point here. So for something like this, or if I want, I can use all these little areas for like daily structure wise. But
Yeah.
I'm still bullish on gold overall,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna have to go into the 4 hour time frame so we have more there to play with here. And you can see this area that we just marked on the previous month high here.
Mm-hmm.
We just need to make sure we're using structure and just it's just the same thing you need to do, honestly. So now we have higher low, we have a higher high, we then have a new higher high, we then have another higher high. This I'm not taking this as high because this only one candle that just dumped there. So I'll just scale this one more time into this because now why I have one at least few candle that the gap is a little bit more here. So we can say this is the higher high and now this is the higher low. And obviously now that is giving us clearly exactly where we are with market structure wise. So now we know we are in this range. So we're in this structure here
Mm-hmm.
here to here. So we have a higher high, potentially higher low. What is forming here right now? Obviously, we can use that area that this is reacting from as a decisional level. But what I'm seeing here, this bearish candle is the only candle that's holding the volume on gold now for this bearish move. If markets just start to close anywhere above here, believe me, the market might just start to continue going higher from there. But at least now we know the structure that we are in overall in this bullish move. That is what's important. So even if gold come back down here again, these levels, that's what they're there for. So
Yeah.
after market dump here, we know okay, these are key areas and key level that we need to expect
Mm-hmm.
price to rebound from. So
Yeah.
I feel like gold, this is basically the structure that we're in. So I'm just gonna have to pay attention and try to catch the next buys that are going to happen within this leg that we're in right now. But other than that, I feel like the structure and the 4 hour, how we break it down from the monthly to the daily time frame, I feel like
Exactly.
it makes sense more now.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like you said, clearly, obviously, you nailed it. You nailed it. And obviously, I think the only thing that I wanna kind of or obviously emphasize the fact that that big bearish candle that we had before the move, the potential probably lower low, yeah, it was due to the fact that I think Israel and where they had they kind of agreed on obviously ceasing fire. That's why it was so basically that was the little rally that kind of happened to interpret that. But however, other than that, I don't have any reasons to be short on gold. And then I feel like if anyone is trying to short gold or for any other reason, then you must be dumb or anything like that. Other than that, there's
No,
no
sure.
to be short on gold at this moment in time. As long as we have uncertainty building up, as long as we have uncertainty building up,
Mhm.
then obviously we're only gonna have a lot more safe haven inflows coming into the market away from the dollar, to be honest. But other than that, yeah, there's not much to kind of add onto your whole analysis. Like I said, you nailed it on. And yeah, it's a case of waiting and being patient, and then being able to profit off those rallies that obviously we're waiting for the market to create.
Nah, for sure. Now, like for real, man, even if you like, because obviously now we know that 4 hour structure did make sense like this. The same thing that we did with these monthly levels here. Because at this point, gold, I feel like you need to be able to actually get those entry in this market. So if you like, for example, if we just said, okay, obviously price now just pull back here, we might be saying, okay, we want to see price pull back again before we get entry, because the market price action is looking a bit choppy here. You don't
Mhm.
know where you're gonna get in, like get an entry for this market. So what I'll do sometime, because obviously I know overall we're just bullish in this market. So the same way I analyze the monthly time frame, I'll just go on the daily time frame because my entry is based on each daily candle anyway. So what I'll do here, I'll take the Friday low here because this is the last candle before we're going to happen. Oh, okay, I'll say this is the Friday candle actually. Candle. So I'll take this candle in the same way I analyze this other candle and just basically go from there and put that as the mid level. So what this means for me is that obviously we're very far from this monthly level. I can't wait for you to learn to say price can needs to come all the way back to this level. So what these daily candles will do, they're just going to give me an entry on gold. You know what I mean? You'll see when I go to lower time frame what I'm trying to say. But
Yeah.
if I say this is the Friday candle and the market closes like this, and this was the high here,
Mhm.
so take the low and the high and where the candle either close or open. But what I'll do in this case, based on this candle's behavior, I'm just gonna take all the levels. So analyze that. So I will take the high, the close, the open, and the low of this candle here,
Mhm.
just to give you something extra on how I'm doing this goal analysis here. But you can see here on the month on that 4 hour time frame, this is the daily low that we had, and you
Yeah.
can okay, where did this move here? We're saying where did this start from? Obviously, price is coming from this low here. So
Mhm.
the other blocks that we have very close to this area, that they're the one that will give me those early entries, not early entries, but like the actually entries on gold.
Mhm.
You're looking. So obviously take this high here and just go 1 hour. Okay, the 1 hour time frame, as you can see, I'm already tracking this market. When gold pull back here, we have,
Mhm.
1 hour order block right here. Price is just basically rejecting from this. I think this drop, gold did pull back. I wait for price to either see if it's gonna go low and actually change the character here.
Mhm.
But if that don't happen, I said I want to see gold actually push higher to close its back above here, and you
Mhm.
can already making a new high. That's why I have taken this here. So now technically, in a sense, we're having lower high to higher low here, higher
Mhm.
high, higher low, and you can see we created a new higher high above here on gold.
Yeah.
Uh, so, what that basically mean? Okay, all I'm looking for right now, again, if it was during a week, this breakout here would be your entry. The fact
Mhm.
that the same price closes back above here. If
Mhm.
not, we're just gonna do one thing. Wait for the 15-minute entry frame to actually give us something that makes sense. And you can see this map that I trade that I took on gold here,
Mhm.
and I was targeting the psychological number because at that point, I wasn't too sure if price is either gonna close back above here or we're gonna just retest it, because we break it here, we could have retested it and price can continue dumping from there. But now the idea for this is all making sense, because I was just waiting to see price start to create these highs that I'm looking for, this high. So this is the confirmation. This would have been a bit risky to take that trade. This is a bit more safe to take the trade, and this is even better. But right now at this point, we know exactly where gold is.
Mhm.
Um, we have to just take key areas and extreme point to look for entry. So for me, I'll say I'll go on the 1 hour time frame, look for this area here, as you can see here. The reason I'm choosing this low here on gold is because when we had when we had this high here, we pull back. The idea for this low was to take out this high here and create a new higher high, but that didn't happen. Instead, price just break back below it. And then what in my previous videos, like I was mentioning there, when price fake this loss here and pretend like it's just closing below that structure, people
Mhm.
might now start to expect, okay, we have changed that character. Let's
Exactly.
wait
Yeah.
for price to retest here and then look for sell. No, that's a wrong approach. You know why? Because
In the short term.
we're in this structure. So this here, price can do whatever you want here. As long as it close back above here, we can retest and go. And gold just open right now, basically. So, but yeah, this key area is what I'm going to be using for reference here. I want to see gold retest here, or even do one more thing like fake below it. But when I say price back above it again, it's just same thing. 15-minute candle needs to close, retest it, and
Mhm.
then it will just be solid. But that is what I'm seeing on gold right now. So worst case scenario, what we will see on gold is for price to come all the way back to this extreme. We just need to know where. One, two, three here. Yeah, this is what I'm seeing on gold right now. If that don't happen, it's only few things, but market just need to come back all the way to this daily low that we mark, because we have this daily golden number here that we can use for entry.
Mhm.
Gold just say, okay, I'm just gonna dump. So it technically just taking liquidities that are below this low here. But I think this area is something to actually pay attention to. Even where price is right now, gold might not come below this level anymore. You know what I mean? But again, throughout Asia, gold did it will give you clear signals that it's
Yeah.
gonna buy anyway. So you will see something like this. You'll see start to see signals like this, like formations like this, formations like this, formations like this. You know what I mean? But from anywhere 12 p.m. from anywhere here, the idea for either is to just wait and see gold can pull back or reject from anywhere here and then give us that entry. That's literally going to be my trade, because I'm only looking for the entry on gold this week, most likely. So
Everybody, bro.
but yeah, that's going to be my idea for gold, honestly. It's just, buy from here if price, try to stay above here, Qatar 12 p.m. Worst case scenario, we just need to dump a little bit more,
Yeah.
um, and go higher. This market is giving you everything you need, like
Exactly, and then I feel like in moments like this, obviously we've gotta, yeah. Although probably right now everybody knows that gold is very bullish, market makers, retail traders, or whatever it is. But in these moments, what actually makes the difference is the fact that the patient and then the ones that are not patients, that are not
for me.
patient. So if you're able to maintain that patience throughout this whole sort of environment, let your trade play out to the point where you're able to execute it, then you're gonna be able to bank on profits a lot more than the people that are falling into FOMO and all of the emotional trades that we know.
Mhm.
So that's the only thing that I would probably say. Just just obviously trust on your analysis, let it
Mhm.
play out, and
Mhm.
trade your plan. That's really about it. I'll be honest.
Nah, for sure, man. Appreciate that, but yeah, bro. Like again, like you just said, it's just matter of person now. All we can do the work, the analysis, and that's
Yeah. Right.
literally what we've done here on call. So I do believe God is gonna be good this week. Just need to wait. ignore these price actions. Whatever is happening, we don't need it because market just open. Like
Yeah.
at least we need to have some clear sense that what's happening in this market. But
Mhm.
for that, I think I'm just gonna leave gold here. The idea is one thing. We're gonna pay attention for price to keep making this series of lower highs that they're making here, but they're higher lows. So let me just think this higher lows we're making. So we're gonna need to pull back,
Yeah.
give us some nice bearish candle and formations like this. You seen it?
Yeah.
To take God. That's literally it.
Have to
Uh,
do, to be
yeah,
honest, bro.
that would be it for God. Do you want to analyze every USD?
Yeah, I'll probably go over the few things that I have on my watch list for this week.
Yes, screen. This is going to be it for God.
Yeah, this is
Well,
looking good, Carla.
well, no, God is gonna be crazy this week.
Okay. Okay. This is good.
Mhm.
So, yeah, for this week, literally, this is the pairs that I have on my watch list. Obviously, back on the Euro USD.
Yeah.
Um,
That means it's ready to stack up in the market.
but, but yeah. It's nothing fancy, the usual. Obviously, since the last previous calls, we were taking a lot of long positions around these areas. But
Mhm.
however, with all of the conflict that we had between France, there's been a lot of pressure on the euro. That's the reason that we're seeing all of this sort of retracement, deeper retracement than we probably would have loved to see it. But however, it's not too bad. I've already had this area marked out. And
Yeah.
obviously, as we can see, market's been
This move
retracing.
on the euro is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, like I said, the euro's literally been retracing due to the simple fact that there's been a lot of political uncertainty in France, which is weighing heavy on the euro side of things. But
Mhm.
but like I said, there's no other reasons to be bearish on euro. We still have a lot of uncertainty going around the dollar and stuff like that. So for me this week, this is the only thing that I'm looking at. Obviously, this is the area that I've got that I've had marked out. I think it was last week. Market came in, reacted of it very well. Due to the fact that we had some events that came in favor of the euro. I don't really know exactly what it was, but yeah, we had a nice reaction around here. Seems like obviously the price is kind of respecting this area that we had in here. So the
Yeah.
one thing that I'm waiting for at this moment in time is literally what I would want to see is obviously the market kind of taking this previous lower highs in here, creating new higher highs, then giving us an area of entry around here. And obviously, we're going to be monitoring this, obviously, and also looking at the euro side of things, the
Yeah.
conflict between France, if that's obviously de-tensioning, then obviously we're gonna have a lot of reasons for the euro to kind of rally up. And again, nothing has changed. No bias has changed. Yeah, we've had a deeper retracement than we probably would have loved to see, but not
Mhm.
in panic or anything like that. We've not really been taking anything around this week. Like I said, simply due to the fact that there was a shutdown in the US, and that's the reason that we've seen a lot of choppy or side movements around here. So I've
Yeah.
literally stayed away from the euro and the pound whole last week, and that's literally mainly for my euro USD. The one thing that I'm waiting for,
Mhm.
um, yeah, probably a break above here, give us a reaction around here, and then
Mhm.
continue its course to 1.20. That's the main target by year end for the euro USD, and that's been backed obviously by fundamentals and macros, and obviously institutional investors and stuff like that. So for the euro, that's basically it. Nothing too fancy, nothing too crazy, nothing too complicated. It's very simple. You can
It's
see.
very simple on the euro. I feel I have the same setup on the euro,
Yeah,
literally.
obviously I'll go back to the daily time frame. So this is what we have. Obviously, we're still trading within this leg in here. Uh,
Mhm.
their previous higher high has been created in here
Yeah.
from a higher time frame, daily time frame, and then this been an area that obviously we monitored and the market's looking to respect it. But however, like I said, there's a lot of political issues going around France. So if we see those political issues kind of easing out, then perhaps we might see the euro US dollar rallying up towards obviously our desired target. But however, is a thing to be monitoring throughout the week. But yeah, like I said, nothing much. It's simple, obviously.
Simple,
Simple
honestly.
price action. Market broke these previous highs, creating a newer higher high, and then we're still trading within this leg in here. As Suleiman can properly analyze that, obviously.
Nah,
So
for sure. It's the same thing I'm seeing on the euro though, like if I go
yeah, simple break of structure. There you go. This is our area here. And
Mhm.
the market is respecting it. So
Definitely.
all we just waiting is market to clear out these previous higher highs internally. Then perhaps that's gonna give us more reasons to position long for the euro US dollar. Like I said, it's very simple. It's nothing complicated. As Suleiman might have noticed nowadays, I keep my stuff very, 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 very simple. I don't like complicating anything.
That's looking good, bro. Like the euro is gonna have the craziest move soon, bro. Especially from the areas that we're coming. The pound is literally at the same levels as well. It's like the
Exactly.
confidence is endless if you compare the market and get all the correlations that you need, bro. It's
And again, what I don't like with the pound is here we true we've had this area being breached, creating a newer higher high. However, we have this area that has not been breached out yet. But fundamentally, we're very bullish on the side of the on the pound. But however, I think for this November coming, there's a lot of concerns going around budget deficits and stuff like that. So that might kind of weight a bit heavy on the pound. But for now, there's no reasons for us to be changing our bias from bullish to bearish.
Mhm.
But yeah, again, simple price action market obviously came in here, reacted of this area. There you go, respected it, and then perhaps breached out on this internal or external area, creating a new higher high. And
Yeah.
upon the creation of this new higher high, we've got this area of interest. Then the market kind of came into it, taking out all of that area of liquidity previously and using that as you perhaps using that as fuel to then to then start the moves to rally up that area that I've got marked up there.
Mhm.
But yeah, like I said, again, very simple price action. Everything that I do is mainly based on fundamentals and stuff like that.
Mhm.
If you
Yeah.
look at it from this line in here, which was January, we've been very bullish on the pound, and there's no other reasons for us to be bearish on the pound. As of now, I don't really see any other reasons. It's just a case of waiting for clearer price actions and then being able to position yourself for those long rallies that are gonna be happening very soon.
No, for sure. I just in the market in general, bro. There's no reason to look for any sales. If you are trading, I don't know what it is. Them little break of structure, then and all of that. You
Yes.
can just counter trend sell, but
Even from yeah, even from looking at it visually, we can really see that obviously market has been very bullish and creating higher highs, higher lows, respecting the higher lows, and then obviously perhaps rallying to newer higher highs. And then we still have our investor suggestion that the pound might reach at 1.39 by year end. That's yet to be confirmed. But however, based off of fundamentals and macro, we stick into our bullish bias. Like I said, there's no other reasons for us to be bearish. And then on the other hand, my favorite pair this year, which has been the Swiss franc.
Lamin is crazy. He's so active on the chats, bro. Nah, bro. One thing though, voila, your trade on this pair, they just it's crazy, bro. They just looks clean, bro.
This is what I'm
I
saying.
I
I'm gonna
never
lie.
did this yet, Chuck.
I
Never.
think when it comes to giving us clear sort of price action, I feel like for me this year it definitely has been despair. And then again, simple price action. Market created a lower low, created the lower low again. But however, we've had equal highs in here, which a lot of the time the market tend to use as a fuel, as an area of liquidity, which we kind of seen happen. All of that area has kind of been ranging. The market go here, reacted a bit, then liquidated all of that premature sellers. Um, Reacted perfectly in here, but I've not taken any entries. The one thing that I'm waiting for the Swiss franc, we've seen this breach in here, but I'm not really satisfied with this one. What I want this market to do for me to be able to position for those shots is okay. We've seen this first break in here. What I want to see is that second break in here, then perhaps take an entry on the second confirmation, which is gonna be around here, which is gonna probably lined up with our cycle level being 0.800. So yeah, this is the area that I'll be looking to get sales from. But yeah, like I said, when there's a lot of uncertainty going on in the US on the dollar side of things, then the Swiss franc tends to react very well, acting as a safe haven and inflows. Yeah, I probably go over gold, even though Suleiman has kind of gone over it perfectly.
Gold is just looking so good right now. Oh,
Yeah.
your trade is about to hit TP very soon, bro.
I still got it open. I'm still waiting for it to hit TP. I think the one trade that I taken last week, it was this one. Simple price action price broke above previous high lows, creating a new higher high, which then aligned perfectly with the cycle level. I entered in here, then taking profits off here. Then again, a market came in here, retraced a bit, created a new higher high. Then obviously I've used this area as my area of interest, which was aligning perfectly with my cycle level. Then obviously market then got on here, reacted perfectly off here, then entered off the 15 minutes, which
Super
is
clean. Gold is just gold again by now, bro.
yeah, I'm telling you,
Not
which is
trading gold. I don't know what to tell you. Keep
I
on
don't
erasing.
know what to tell you, I'll be honest. Yeah, first bullish candle, second bullish candle, then entered over here, then had my stops around here, and yeah, we already taken 60-70% of the profits out of the market, so we just have the remaining 40%, which I hope might hit TP during the night or so. But yeah, other than that, I don't really have anything now. Actually, I think I had a couple of other pairs.
It's crazy. No, 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 Lamin is scanning. Now it makes sense for you to watch this much market because, like, especially you are aligning with the fundamentals
Yeah.
as well. Obviously,
And then the only reason that I had this, obviously, the euro was kind of acting more of a safe haven over the pound. So obviously, due to the fact that there was a lot of budget deficits and stuff like that going around the pound, so that was the reason. If the pound is underperforming, then the euro tends to overperform it. And obviously, I've not taken any trade on this, but however, I was monitoring this market. Simple market structure, break of previous higher lows. We had our area of interest in here, which then aligned perfectly with our cycle level. Then this would have been my entry, but I didn't take it. But yes, just for conversation's sake. And then the other one that I had, I liked it, I missed it, and then I was a bit pissed. I think it was this one. It was not.
Ooh,
Which was it?
what the fuck is that, bro? That was GBP AUD. That was
That's
crazy.
crazy, bro.
That is 4 hour time frame as well, you know.
Which page again, bro?
They're gonna be so good, bro.
Oh,
I think it was this one. Yeah, GBP. Yeah, I think I went over it already.
They're gonna be so good.
Oof! Look at silver, bro.
Silver is, but it's like when I see, oh, is that a wick?
Yeah, that's a week, bro. But that would have been an entry. Oh my days. But
That is
anyways, that on it, whatever. But yeah, I think it was pound euro. This is the one. This is the one that I had that I was not able to take. And yeah, there you go. it was not even out of my. I think I was not even monitoring this move or anything like that. Even though by now I probably would have been what 50 pips, 20, 30 pips up. This
Mm.
market, it don't tend to move a lot of pips. It don't have a lot of volume compared to the pound dollar and then the euro dollar. But yeah, had I had an entry, probably my entry would have been first candle, second candle around there. Then we probably would have been profits.
Mm.
You know, from here.
The price action on this one is looking crazy though. Like too many gaps is crazy.
Yeah, yeah, it would have been good, but anyways, we missed out on it. It is what it is. So our focus is back on the euro dollar and pound dollar, and then the Swiss franc.
Nah, for sure. Me, I have it's just gold and euro USD. Like this week though, I might get back on my guy a little bit more US 30 as well,
Mm.
because
This guy, man, you and your euro 30.
I might though. But I can quickly hop on euro USD
Yeah,
and
of
show you
course.
the exactly areas that I'm looking for as well. But yeah, man, that was good though. It's just so good to see the analysis on your ends though.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, like I said, I keep my stuff very simple. Like I said, a lot of my work is done on fundamentals. So I follow anything that fundamentals is saying, then I back that with my simple price action, break a structure of previous higher high, or break a structure of previous lower lows. Yeah, yeah, depending on the on what I'm looking at, is if it's either a bullish or bearish. So yeah, that's the only thing that I do. I don't overcomplicate anything, to be honest.
nah, for sure. The euro that I can't even just like looking at the market, all I can use for reference is that this and this. Obviously, we technically still know that for the fact we need to take out this high here. So price needs to close there at least. So obviously this pullback that we had here, with this is potentially still our higher low,
Yeah.
aiming for price to take out this high here. So even after having this pullback here, we just coming into this gap here. We could even try to fill this here a little bit, but where price is right now, I think we are okay for price to
Yeah,
actually start.
exactly.
But what I'll do, I just need to put my levels again real quick
Mhm.
on the euro side of thing and go from there. What I don't want to see though, I don't want to see this formation on the euro closes like this. The candles that I'm seeing, I don't want this to see closes like
Yeah,
this. This continue bearish move and prices closes from here, then we might expect a deeper pullback
yeah,
on the.
deep back here without it, that 100%. Like I said, I think a lot of the euro movement is gonna be based off on what's going on France. If obviously the political tensions are easing off in France, then perhaps that might relate positively into the euro USD. But then
Nah,
again, I think it's the case of monitoring whatever is going on in France. If that's easing off, then perhaps we might start to see those rallies going into the euro dollar.
nah, for sure. But again, like price above the EMA is a good thing to see because we fake below it and then close back above it.
Mm-hmm.
That close back above it, this is the first time we're retesting it. So what
Yeah.
I'm seeing on the euro needs to try and trade back in this candle here. The
Yeah.
moment we start to see the euro trading inside here again, trust me, the market will start to list. Because again, these are institutional levels, so
Yeah.
price will just it's a perfect time to look for buying opportunity on the Euro USD anyways. Because
Exactly.
if you catch an entry right here, will be the entry for the whole month. So in the next 15 days, you can find an entry here and hold it until price come back all the way here. And
Mm-hmm.
then you can target these levels here or even here. So I'm just gonna use this level for target wise. So this is where the candle close. So last month levels we have this. This month we just opened. Price did try to buy a little bit, but obviously we're trying to sell. So we're filling this candle wick that we have here. We just filled it, and now we can see we're rejecting again. So this rejection can just continue going until this candle
Yeah.
turn to this blue candle here. So we're gonna go off that, and obviously key area. We're just reacting from here. If you wanna use this as
But then even the area 1.19, 1.20 is a big talk within investors. They still expect the euro to kind of reach at that level before this year ends, so which is only positive for us.
Yeah, for sure. And if we look at the market structures, trust me, it will tell us exactly that's what the euro is looking like anyway. So high of the week. I'm just gonna use this number as high of the week, but obviously it's just a long-term key area.
Mhm.
Why? Because this is the higher high, higher low, higher high, potentially higher low. Obviously, the euro is just trying to reject this from this area. How many times we seen a rejection, and we seen the exact same thing happening here. So we're gonna go based off that. But for this my levels on the euro side, what I'm looking for on the weekly time frame, nothing too much. But again, the same area that you marked, I was paying attention to the same thing. But the only reason for that, it aligns so good with this area that I just marked. So you can see we have a key area right there. And
Mhm.
obviously, whenever price is basically above this area, we just focus on buys. And we have a nice retest here. After we break out, we come back retesting it, and we've seen some nice sign of the bullish candles here. So
Yeah.
obviously, it's only good for us to look for buys on the euro. But by tomorrow, I feel like the euro, if it did try to come and close, is back above this key area. Not only key area, it's the previous month low here. So I feel like we'll see the euro start to go bullish from here. Worst case scenario, like you said in the breakdown here, we're still in this bullish floor here. So
Yeah.
the euro is only making higher lows and higher highs. So technically, we might have the higher low here. We aim for this.
And then what the other reason that I feel like the area that we have marked up it might hold properly, if you look at obviously left, all of that kind of choppy movement that we had in here has acted as some source of liquidity, where the market has tried to react of it, then liquidated all of it, and then now is using that as a fuel to go back up. Perhaps if
Have
that happens,
another
we might
liquidity
start
here.
to see the rally.
It's actually just look. The euro is looking so good. You
Yeah.
know, what's good thing here? We just have more liquidity to the upside. To be
Yeah.
fair, so this can be a nice move on the euro. So,
Mhm.
but daily time frame again is so good. Friday we seen the Thursday we reject the area.
Mhm.
Friday we dip in and we have this kind of bullish behavior. And it's Monday, obviously. There might not be too much volume, but when price is close to these levels, you just need to look for entry as soon as you can. You know what I mean? So you don't miss out the actual entry and then be the guy who, because price was here. Now you didn't take any trade because you're not monitoring the lower time frame properly. Now price is moving. You think like you're missing that trade. You're all the way here. Your entries are not going to be as good as when price is actually here. You know? So
Yeah.
this time to look for good entries on the euro side. But structure wise, bro, I feel like the euro is having the beautiful weeks coming ahead because this market can just go, bro.
Well, this is
Uh,
what I'm saying, bro. I think the only thing that we need is obviously a catalyst coming from the United States coming in negative, then a catalyst coming from the euro side of things coming in positive, then that's gonna trigger the rally to go up.
nah, for sure. Like I feel like the euro. I'm just doing this level so we know exactly from the previous videos the structures that we were looking for. Other than that, I feel like we just cover everything on here to be honest. So higher low, higher high, obviously. Do, this I'm not taking this. So this is just all one move to here. And price did pull back. Now the question is this here. This is where structure makes sense, bro. Because the moment this structure breaks here, you need to take it as okay, price make a low. We create a new lower high. Technically, the counter trend is trying to continue going. But obviously, we are gonna use this area as more reasoning than what's been happening, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this was the higher low point that we were looking for. So what we want to see from here is because the idea for price to come here, reject from the here and then buy. But when you see price trading below it, you might be like, okay, we break structure. Price is gonna go lower, but all you need to wait for is for price to break below it, wait for price to trade back above it, give you a retest and then buy. Then
Yeah.
anywhere from here, I feel like you're going to be seeing clear thing. We'll have this, and then we have the right leg. So it's forming
Yeah.
like that head and shoulder pattern here
Yeah.
on the euro. But I feel like that is what's most likely going to happen because you need to look at the same thing. The same thing be happening here. The euro fake this low structure here. What then happening? Price then try to trade back above here, reacted when we trade back above the structure, and from there market just keep going higher. So it's the same thing that is building out on the euro, and especially with this all thing that is coming on the dollar side, it's only going to be more
Yeah,
um
more
bullish.
beneficial for us.
But so what I'll do here again, because I'm using this area as my structure, and you can see that is aligning perfectly with the monthly level that we just marked. So obviously the idea for this, we have a key area here. Price was rejecting from it. So we just need to see for the euro to do one thing, and that is for price to trade back in this structure here. Then
Mhm.
technically that will now tell you this higher low here that we had will start to hold for price to make a new higher low above here, then
Yeah,
take out this high for us to get a new higher high that we're looking for. That's
because
how I'm seeing the euro, the technical side of things.
yeah. Now, yeah, like I said, yeah, again, nailed it in there, and then obviously, a lot of our analysis are kind of aligning very well, which is not surprising because a lot of things that we do are very similar. Obviously, are very similar. So, like I said, this is a case of being able to wait patiently for the obviously for your trade or for your plan to come in effect, and then for you to be able to then obviously look for those entries.
Nah, for sure, man. But yeah, like you said, at this point, the euro, the decision is yours. You can wait for price to retest here one more time, get an early entry, or be that guy who have enough patience, wait for price to trade back above
Exactly.
this area, give you second structure break, retest around here, and then we can buy. But other
And
than that, we could.
yeah, and then take it from that site level 1.1600.
Yeah, 1.16. I'm just gonna mark that number as well. Yeah.
Oh God.
But yeah, man, the euro looking good,
Yeah,
gold looking good. At this point, I just need entries. That's it.
that's
Other
it.
than that, I'm not looking for anything. No analysis. I just need buying entries. That's
That's
it.
it.
Man,
Simple.
plain old, bro.
Point blank.
So now let's hear from Mr. Suleiman number two.
That's Suleiman number two. Man.
Bro, everything actually is going perfect now.
Nah,
So,
for sure.
innit, you
But
guys just put us back in the game again, bro.
nah, bro, we need this. We need this. We need this. But yeah, man. Lamin,
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be it. If you want, I don't know. You don't trade US 30, but I can go. But
Well,
you.
yeah, obviously, I don't mind, obviously, kind of looking at your thought process behind US 30 because I find it very
You
fascinating.
see this
I've never
right now.
tried it before, but yeah,
Nah, for sure. Nah, that's okay with me, bro. But US 30 is looking so crazy. You see, you can see that last time I actually been on US 30, this level, I put this on Friday. I
Mm,
was waiting for price to see if we can bounce from here, but price just break it. I wasn't interested anymore. But you see, like, bro, I can use these levels over and over again. Even with this sell here, you see where the sell is happening. Just break
mhm,
that level, retest it, and have the maddest drop
mhm.
there.
Yeah,
But
man, that is rock.
uh, we don't look for sales. We don't care what happened. Sales are only good thing for us right now, bro. Means more deep for us.
Yeah,
And but yo, I don't even know if I can analyze US 30 right now. Oh, the monthly do. I can definitely analyze. But yeah, that was the game a little bit. So I'm just gonna analyze the US 30 from the monthly perspective so we know what the direction going to be for the rest of this month. And especially we coming, I feel like we coming in the right time though, because at point where the markets are already done the pullback they need to. So uh, they take this high here. Yes, 30. I'm just gonna leave these three levels and then go to weekly time frame. Try to make something sense here. Obviously, we just high, pull back, high, pull back. Technically, we might go for a new high. 45, 46 has been already retested, having this area. This nasty ending weekend candle though. But the weekly time frame, daily time frame, we can't do too much. Like when you don't see the structures clearly how you want it, it's okay.
yeah,
Just move on to the time frame that makes sense to you. You know what I mean? But Structure wise, I feel like I'm now starting to see some clear structures level that I can now actually use on US30. I can use this. Can I? Yeah, I can, because it did have a little bit, and we have a key ray. Then break this structure. I'm not using this and this, they're all the same. So I'm just gonna use the last one. So technically you can see we just have a nicest fucking pullback here. But yeah, structure wise daily US 30 is bullish, and special that price is very close to this key level that we just choose on the monthly time frame. So um I'm just gonna be using this for my reference and look for entries on US 30. And then this level here, to make it makes more sense, we're just gonna take it and use this high here, these two candles. How? And now the candles they just make sense, bro.
Yeah.
One thing. Let me show you. Let me show you one thing.
Go on.
And there is, bro. TV prophet here.
On goal.
Yeah.
Come on, come on, come on,
Now
come on.
look at that move. I'm not sure if you're able to see that.
Can't see clearly. Okay, we can just put a gold chart here. Okay.
Bro, this was a nasty one. I'll be honest.
Ooh,
Yeah, there you go.
bro. This trade that had hold here. If I has target this year, this trade alone was giving me about 4,000.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, yeah. Without that, I'll be honest, bro.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's full TP done on gold,
Come
which
on,
is crazy. And then now just go reposition myself for the new.
for the new. Let's get it. New pullback. We're good.
Exactly.
But for us right now, US30 is looking super ugly chart wise. But bro, these levels, these key areas, they don't lie to you, bro. They don't lie to you.
Now they don't lie to you. It's a case of
They lie to you.
understanding, obviously,
They now
understanding
clearly
your
see what
edge,
they're
being
gonna do.
able to execute your edge.
It's crazy. They don't lie to you. So we're gonna take this to all the way to Friday. Now we know exactly why US30 is trading above this high that is doing. So it's looking good. We can have the nicest buys from here. Potentially, that's almost 1,000 pips, bro.
Nasty.
Crazy.
And that can happen super fast on US30. But 4 hour,
And that's what I heard from you. That obviously the movements on US today they happen like this, like in a
bro,
matter of seconds and stuff or minutes.
they just go, bro. This would have been nice key area to see. But you see, this was the market crossing on Friday. We just dump here and price did push all the way back and close this major level that we have here. I think that's really good to see US30 trading above here. What we're gonna expect here, because we're seeing the nicest gap in this market. We can't really do much here. But what we can do here, to get this gap fill, obviously the market would love to fill this gap. You'll see the market will dump here a quick time and fill this gap. You need to get these key areas here. The market will fill the gap, but where is it gonna go to? For me, I feel like this level that we have in here, we might fill this gap and tap in there and then hold this here, because price might not retest this area again, because he already did on the 4 hour time frame. So you know, yeah, your stat is looking good. Worst case scenario, price is just gonna start to trade from the level that we're in. So I'm just gonna expect this market to dump and try to fill this gap. Worst case scenario, we're gonna go all the way here, but I want it to see and stay above here. So we have, something like head and soldier forming. Then from here, I think the US30 might start to push higher from there. If that don't happen, the best thing we can do, wait for 2 p.m. for this market and give us clear entry. But bro, the moment I see this gap start to fill, I'm gonna look for an entry on
Yes,
yesterday, because I
entry.
know exactly
Yeah.
exactly what's gonna happen after this gap fills. So, and with US30 though, when you see candles like this, bro, the move that are going to happen next, because okay, if this market was gonna sell anyways, based on this 15-minute candle, the volumes in this candle cannot hold this market longer for the price to continue selling, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the buys that will happen after you seeing these dead candles here is going to be really, really aggressive. And obviously, US 30 will break um 46,000 right here, and then 47,000. I think yeah, we even hit 47,000. So guys, worst case scenario, we're just gonna go to 48 very soon on US 30. By end of the year, we'll see where this pair is. But entry wise, I'm looking for an entry like yeah. But yeah, bro, I feel like that will be it for the market. Let's see if I can have US 30 here, and yeah, we'll catch up throughout the week and see where we are with the trades.
Now, actually, we've got ourselves obviously hold ourselves accountable. We cannot be missing schools anymore. Be honest.
But
Yeah,
we're
man.
gonna have to do them on that days though for sure, bro. Wednesday, Monday, like Sunday, Wednesday, Friday, inshallah, bro.
Sunday, Wednesday, Friday. Yeah, we've got
Yeah,
that, man.
let's get back on it,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Let's get back on
We
it.
have to,
We
man.
have to, we have to, bro. Now we have no choice though. I mean, like we said, it's time to double down on this thing, and that is
I'm
literally
telling
the
you.
phase that we are in
Because
right
obviously,
now.
I, 'cause obviously, I don't want it to be a case where wait until January, yeah, January, new goals. No, 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 that's all bullshit, bro. You gotta start from now, pick up your momentum, and then build onto January. Because, bro, things don't happen like that, bro. Things don't happen just on the first month of a new year, thinking to yourself that I'm gonna be this man. No, 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 no. It starts from now, bro. You gotta do the
Now,
groundwork
bro.
now, then build
No,
onto January.
Yeah,
You get it?
for sure, for sure. Now, for that, we're here. It's good that we show up today.
Yeah,
Now we feel calm. All that work is done, bro. Like
yeah.
all the work is done. We just need to find entry,
Wait
proper risk behind it. Sit down and let shit happen. That's it.
and enjoy our profits, man. That's all it is,
Enjoy
man.
it, bro. Because yeah, man don't have energy to be going through all these emotions anymore, bro. Fuck that shit.
Uh, uh, but on that note, are you guys finally looking to go to money by next Saturday? I think it is.
Yeah, nah, next Saturday for sure. Inshallah, I'm definitely there. So we're gonna have to catch up on that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll let Bilal know. We was gonna go this weekend, but we didn't go. But the next weekend is better anyway, so we all be there. So
Okay.
we'll catch up on there, inshallah, bro. But with that being said, bro, on a chat no kuku ngale kunne kunno
Yeah.
ndaga sawa kumbane
That's
mona.
that's how we're on a market no carry next week, bro. I'll be honest.
Yeah, yeah, bro. Inshallah, Lamin, bro. Nwari, bro. Assalamu
yeah,
alaikum,
man.
bro.
Inshallah.
Abba,
Assalamu alaikum.
assalam.